First light taps upon my door, it spills across the wooden floor. The coffee waits, the kettle sings, the morning loosens wintered strings. I trace the dust in golden lines like quiet maps of borrowed times. The night still lingers in the frame, but nothing feels the same. I held my breath through storms and loss. Now daylight smooths the frost. The first light on my door, I'm not afraid no more. You fold the shadows into grace and warm this empty place. The first light on my door, I know what mornings are for. To gather all the scattered parts and start a kinder heart. Letters on the table in 1,000 truths and in between. The silence wears a softer coat, it hums a half-forgotten note. I open windows and let it through. The air smells clean, the sky is new, and every scar that used to ache becomes a road I take. I used to measure life in fights, now I count tender lights. The first light on my door, you're what I waited for. You teach my tired bones to rise, you clear my clouded eyes. The first light on my door, you don't demand a cure, you only show the way to move with gentleness as proof. But mornings make them disappear, not by force and not by haste, but with a warmth that mends the waste. So let the past unlace its hands, let love redraw its quiet plans. I'll take one step, then maybe two, to grow into the blue. The first light on my door, I'm ready to restore what I once dropped to save my pride. I'll hold with softer side. The first light on my door, please stay a little more, until the courage in my chest can breathe without a rest. The kettle stops, the city stops. First light walks through my heart. I turn the page and there it is, a margin full of what I missed, a smudge of ink from restless hands, a promise crossed but not unmanned. The paper smells of morning rain, of learning how to start again. The window writes in amber strokes across the words I spoke. Not every line needs to be right, it only needs the light. And these are pages of a brighter day, where ink forgives the fray, where sentences that used to break find softer paths to take. These are pages of a brighter day, where I can lean and stay, and every word I used to hide can finally coincide. A sparrow lands, it pecks at crumbs from yesterday's plans. I smile at how it doesn't care if stories end or just repair. I underline a fragile truth that doesn't need the armor of proof. The sun bends low, the corners curl, and peace unfolds its world. I don't erase the stains I made, I let them turn to shade. These are pages of a brighter day, where heavy thoughts give way, where scribbles bloom to herbal vines that climb my crooked lines. These are pages of a brighter day, where fear can fade to gray, and even lost and lonely fleas can join the morning streams. Let chapters close without regret, let unanswered questions set. Let commas teach me when to breathe, let periods allow me to leave. I write my name in lowercase, so ego learns a gentler pace. And if I tear, I'll stitch the seam with thread of simple dream. These are pages of a brighter day, I'll sign with open clay, and let the daylight proofread pain till kindness signs again. These are pages of a brighter day, I'll keep them on display, so when the night begins to press, I'll read my way to rest. I fold the book, the skyline sways inside these brighter days.
It doesn't shout, it never begs, it pours like light on sleeping legs. It moves across the quiet glass and asks the heavy hours to pass. It threads the steam from the fragile cups through windows waking neighborhoods. It doesn't argue, doesn't preach, that's just the way mornings speak. 1,000 tiny mercies fall so softly I can hear them all. The way morning speaks is how my spirit seeks, in syllables of warmth and air. It tells me I am there. The way morning speaks, it holds me when I'm weak, in every ray and every creak. It plays the love I seek. It touches frames of crooked art and straightens corners of my heart. It finds the dust I couldn't face and turns it into dancing lace. It lifts the notes we didn't sing and wraps them in a brighter ring, then sets them on my tongue to keep. That's how the mornings speak. I learned to whisper back at last, to thank the present for the past. The way morning speaks unknots the bitter weeks. It rinses all the rusted gears. It oils the aching fears. The way morning speaks makes broken edges meek. It teaches me to bend, not break, to heal without mistake. If I must go and face the day, let kindness be the only way. Let patience lace my hurried feet. Let peace remain in crowded streets. And when the evening dims the sun, sweet promises of light. I'll choose the gentle fight. The way morning speaks, I'll practice when I'm weak, till even in the winter's bleak, my heart can hear it speak. The city blooms, the sky turns sleek. I walk the way mornings speak.
The curtain sways with morning air, the quiet hum still lingers there. The record spins from yesterday, repeating dreams that never stay. The sunlight folds on my bare feet, it tastes like joy that's incomplete. But I don't mind, I let it in, this peace beneath my skin. I used to chase what never stayed, now I just watch the light parade. Sunday window light, soft and golden bright, you stretch across my tangled sheets, you slow my racing beats. Sunday window light, you make the wrongs feel right, you blur the edges, warm the sigh, and let the hours fly. The coffee cools, the toast turns cold, but stories never do grow old. The scent of rain on distant glass reminds me life can still surpass. The clutter hums a silent song of moments small but built so strong, the kind that never need a shout, they simply figure out. The world can wait beyond the pain, this peace is what remains. Sunday window light, you make the heart take flight, you soak the room in amber dreams, and all that's lost redeems. Sunday window light, you hush the need to fight, you show that love need not ignite to burn so pure, so bright. Let all the clocks dissolve their sound, let stillness be the ground, let laughter sleep beneath the dust, let quiet be enough. Sunday window light, stay through the night, even when the sky turns gray, I'll keep your soft array. Sunday window light, you make the dark the light, you turn my walls to morning skies and calm my weary eyes. The record stops but peace stays tight beneath the Sunday light. Spin slow, the steam curls high, the morning hums a lullaby, the street outside begins to glow in gentle frames of amber flow. I watch the foam, it takes its time, like rhythm waiting for a rhyme. No need to rush, no words to fix, just warmth and simple tricks. The world can run, but I remain in the stress away. Coffee in slow motion, my quietest devotion. You cool my fire, you soothe my pride, and wake what slept inside. Hums a lazy tune. The air still holds a dream from noon. The window plants lean toward the sun, like patience finally begun. The paper curls, the pages breathe. The table hums beneath my sleeve. The scent of peace, the sound of pour reminds me what it's for. The heart's not late, it's just delayed until the calm is made. Coffee in slow motion, the cure without commotion. You teach me life can still be sweet without the need to be. Coffee in slow motion, you write the day's first notion of letting go without goodbye, of living not just try. Every sip's a small amen for starting once again. Every breath's a subtle grace that time can't displace. Coffee in slow motion, a quiet warm emotion. You blur the noise, you light the gray, you make me want to stay. Coffee in slow motion, my calmest kind of potion. You teach my restless heart to rest inside my own small chest. Inside my own small chest. Forgets the day rewinds in coffee's quiet line. The light breaks off through fields of green. The air feels old, the view serene. The morning hums its patient tune between the clouds beneath the moon. I'll walk through dew, the soil still cool. The breeze rewrites my inner rules. The birds compose a hymn unseen through rays between the trees. The earth still spins but slower now. I breathe, I don't know how. Light through the trees whispers with the breeze. It tells me love is not to chase, but finding quiet place. Light through the trees, it bends and sets me free. It paints my fears in golden hue till peace comes shining through. A shadow moves, a leaf takes flight. The forest glows with softened light. The ground smells rich of things once gone, of endings that became the dawn. I pause to feel cafe to simply live. The silence hums in gentle keys of light between the trees. No language needed, no control. The forest holds my soul. Light through the trees unfolds my memories. It turns regret to open skies and tears to lullabies. Light through the trees, it kneels my restless knees. It teaches me that growing slow is still the way to go. The wind and sun exchange their vows, and I can breathe somehow. The light that falls is never still. It bends to every hill. Light through the trees, my truest therapy. It hums the song I never wrote. It clears my tangled throat. Light through the trees becomes my symphony. It finds me where I dared not see and gives me back to me. The path ahead bends easily in light through the trees. The street hums low, the wheels align, the cables hum, the city spine. The morning leans on power lines and hums through open blinds. A paper cup, a tired smile, a moment slow, the world's in style. The sunlight dances on the chrome of people finding home. The city speaks in broken rhyme, but still it keeps its time. I walk beneath the morning lines, between the chaos calm entwines. Each wire sings a melody of where I'm meant to be. I walk beneath the morning lines, the day rewrites its signs. The world's not loud, it's harmonized beneath the morning lines. Vendor hums, the steam floats high, a child still yawns beneath the sky. The scent of bread, the sound of rain, the promise of a brand new chain. I stop to watch the pigeons spin their circles like they're born again. And in that sight I recognize the joy that never dies. I don't need maps or neon marks to guide me through the sparks. I walk beneath the morning lines, where silence intertwines. The city breathes, the heart complies with unseen lullabies. I walk beneath the morning lines, through fragments and designs. The pulse of life, the curve of signs beneath the morning lines. No need to chase what's far or near, the truth is always here. The rhythm lives in passing eyes and in the sun's reprise. I walk beneath the morning lines, with open hands and minds. The noise becomes a gentle hymn where peace begins within. I walk beneath the morning lines, till all my fear declines. The city hums, the world aligns knows why the street remembers every stride. The morning wears a silver coat and hums a tune no one wrote. A bus drives past, the doors release a breath of noise, it feels like peace. The pigeons rise, the vendors call, the city greets us all. No one knows each other's name, but hearts still beat the same. Echoes on the sidewalk, where strangers learn to talk, through glances, steps and subtle sighs, beneath the open skies. Echoes on the sidewalk, the city's gentle clock, it ticks with laughter, loss and chance, a quiet moving dance. A paper falls, a whistle plays, a runner hums through tangled rays. A taxi slows, the door creaks loud, a morning born from half a crowd. A woman sings while sweeping dust, her voice the kind I learned to trust. The echoes paint what words can't frame, a portrait with no name, no script to follow, just to feel the world in spinning wheel. Echoes on the sidewalk, the rhythm doesn't stop, each sound connects, each pause explains the music in our veins. Echoes on the sidewalk, where time and motion lock, we write our stories as we pass, reflected on the glass. And when the afternoon will come, these echoes still recall the moments built from passing eyes, the world beneath high talk, they fade but never fully die, they hum as years go by. Echoes on the sidewalk, the melody we walk, it fills the cracks of broken ground with love that we have found. The sound drifts off, but not away. Rooftops shine with gentle fire, the skyline hums a new desire. The trains roll slow, the bridges gleam, the city wakes from fragile dream. 1,000 doors begin to move, 1,000 hearts relearn their groove, and through it all the sky adorns a city made of morning. Each building keeps a secret hue of nights it once went through. A city made of mornings, of light that keeps restoring the broken streets, the tender pain turned gold again and again. A city made of mornings, of quiet, soft adorning, it hums a hymn for those who stayed, for those who weren't afraid. A boy hums softly on the train, a stranger smiles through a window pane. The steam from cups begins to climb as time forgives the climb of time. The world expands in softer pace, reflected in each waking face. The rush still comes, but not with scorn, in city made of morn. The dark gives way, the peace remains. It hums beneath the veins. A city made of mornings, rebuilt through every warning. The scars become a map of light that guides us through the night. A city made of mornings no longer needs adorning. It glows in all that's incomplete and makes it sound so sweet. You can't unlearn the art of dawn once peace has been redrawn. The city breathes, the world rewinds. The day resets our minds. A city made of mornings is love without performing. It gives, it bends, it simply stays to start our ordinary days. A city made of mornings keeps every soul from storming. It teaches eyes to see the grace in just this time and place. The skyline hums, the clouds transforming. A city made of morning. The bus hums low, the window shakes, the sun breaks through, the city flakes. A shadow moves across my knees. The light and sound collide with ease. A child asleep, 2 seats behind, dreams quietly of peace in mind. The air smells faint of bread and rain, and life begins again. The world outside is loud and near, but somehow disappears between stops and sunlight. The world feels just right. Every turn, every slow delay becomes a kind of sway. Between stops and sunlight, my heart forgets to fight. I breathe the world, I let it spin, and find my calm within. The driver hums an old refrain. A woman smiles and turns again. A man reads news but skips the pain and just absorbs the days remain. The road reflects on window pane. The world moves fast yet feels humane. I lose the need to measure time. It moves in softer rhyme. No need for clocks or destination, just quiet observation. Between stops and sunlight, the traffic feels polite. The horns turn into gentle drums, the hum of what becomes. Between stops and sunlight, the dust turns into white, and through the crowd I start to see the rhythms holding me. We're all in motion, all delayed, but none of us afraid. We ride together, worlds apart, but share the morning star. Between stops and sunlight, the day begins its flight. And though the road may the end. Between stops and sunlight, my thoughts grow feather-light, and every shadow, every gleam becomes part of the dream. The bell rings soft, the moment stays between stops and golden rays. The train hums slow through painted walls. The morning hums, the daylight calls. The platforms fill with half-closed eyes, each holding quiet goodbyes. The air smells faint of metal rain. The tracks repeat a soft refrain, and in each face I come to meet, a heartbeat skips its beat. Not every journey has to end. Sometimes the past, the friend. On this train of small miracles, every sigh feels lyrical. Each stranger hums a gentle tune beneath the rising moon. On this train of small miracles, the world feels satirical, but through the glass the sky still shines across electric lines. A man in blue gives up his chair. A child looks up with open stare. A woman hums beneath her breath, a song that warms the air to death. The stations pass like fleeting dreams, each name another stream, and I just sit and let it be. The hum surrounding me, each stop's a note, each door a chord, in songs we can't afford. On this train of small miracles, we're quiet, lie identical, each chasing light, each losing night, and finding shared delight. On this train of small miracles, our hearts grow empirical. We measure hope in second hands and love in quiet plans. Through tunnels dark, the lights still stay. They flicker, but they guide the way. And when the window shows the sky, we breathe, we don't know why. On this train of small miracles, our souls turn spherical. They roll through miles and thoughts unplanned, and gently understand. On this train of small miracles, the world feels satirical, but still it hums, it still believes in what the heart retrieves. The brakes are soft, the city wakes, the train of small hearts aches. drips within. The river mirrors moving cars. The sky turns wide with gentle scars. The window frames my weary face, a portrait caught in fleeting grace. And though I'm late, I don't mind. This peace is hard to find. The morning hum tinted glass. The minutes stretch but never pass. A billboard hums, a station sleeps. The world exhales in gentle leaps. The driver's eyes reflect the day that burns the fog away. I hum along with radio that plays what hearts still know. The city moves, but so do I. Beneath the amber sky, golden hour commuter, an ordinary mover. The light forgives, the world aligns in golden steel designs. Golden hour commuter, a living dream interpreter. You find the calming crowded noise, the grace and lack of choice. This train, this road, this silver hum, our prayers we all become. No need to name the destination, just trust the vibration. Golden hour commuter, the humble rediscover the beauty in the passing frame that never looks the same. Golden hour commuter, your heart's the light's recruiter. You gather sun with every glance and turn it into chance. The train slows down, the light grows thinner, but you remain the golden shimmer. The light rests soft upon my desk. It paints the day in pale finesse. A shadow curls around the pen that hasn't moved since 10:30. The coffee's cold, the air is still, the clock ticks soft, the minutes spill, and somewhere down the street below the world begins to glow. I don't need much, just this still frame to whisper me my name. Light on the desk, golden and grotesque. It tells me I'm still here, still whole, still learning to console. Light on the desk like peace made manifest. It bends across my empty page and quiets down my rage. A paper clip reflects the sun. The day is half the work undone, but no one calls and I don't care. I find a stillness hanging there. A bird outside repeats a tune. It feels like warmth and late monsoon. The dust drifts slow, the air feels kind. It mirrors my own mind. Not every task must find its end. Some days are just too mend. Light on the desk where calm intersects. The world can wait beyond the pain till I can breathe again. Light on the desk, I've come to recollect the reasons why the heart must rest to beat its best. Let daylight stay a little more. Let silence Let moments stack in gentle piles that build from tired smiles. Light on the desk, it's more than I expect. It teaches me that life's not fast but meant to gently last. Light on the desk, I learn, I self-reflect. The day moves on, the world turns west, but peace has found its nest. The light fades slow, the pen lies still. The world bends to my will. The curtain sways, the slow air speaks. It hums a song the silence keeps. The sound of cars from far away becomes the rhythm of my day. The shadows lean across the wall. The moments stretch, the thoughts grow small. I let the sunlight kiss my knees and hum with summer breeze. No need to name what I don't chase. I've found my gentle place. Slow air through the curtain makes the heart uncertain. Not of fear but of release, of finally finding peace. Slow air through the curtain, a whisper slow and certain. It moves the room, it shapes the tone, till I am not alone. Floorboards creak, the house exhales. The scent of wood and dust prevails. The chair sighs low, the window hums. The softest hour slowly comes. I reach to catch the dancing air, but it's too light to hold, too rare. It slides between my open hand, like truth I understand. You can't contain what keeps you near. You just invite it here. Slow air through the curtain where time feels drawn uncertain. It folds around my tired soul and makes the broken whole. Slow air through the curtain, its warmth is not for certain, but every time it finds my skin, I feel alive again. Let this moment never end. Let softness be my friend. No need for clocks to sound or strike. Just breathe, just feel alive. Just feel alive. Slow air through the curtain, life's sweet unspoken sermon. It teaches love without control. It mends the quiet soul. Slow air through the curtain where loss turns into burden. No more just wind and open skies, where all my peace resides. The air moves slow, the world subsides through open curtain sides. form, the hours hold, the clock ticks soft, the echoes climb through every gentle seam of time. The cat sleeps near the radio, the hum repeats, the voice is low, the light bends soft across the spoon, the rhythm of the noon. No grand parade, no rush, no race, just stillness in its place. The shape of afternoon, a fragile perfect tune. It hums through walls and coffee stains, through all that still remains. The shape of afternoon, it passes far too soon, but leaves its echo in my chest where everything can rest. The floorboards glow in amber tone, the air feels old but not alone. A truck rolls by, a laugh drifts near, the world exists but barely here. The pen drops slow, the mind unwinds, the light reveals forgotten finds. A postcard bent, a wrinkled sheet, a heart that still repeats. The smallest things compose the day in quiet, tender ways. The shape of afternoon, it holds a hidden tune, the hum of peace, the loss of need, the calm that lets me breathe. The shape of afternoon, where stillness meets the moon. It teaches how the in-between can be what love has been. Let minutes melt, let time forget the rush that breeds regret. Let all that moves just slow, just fade till peace is softly made. The shape of afternoon, the light becomes a boon. The shadows bend but never break, they teach me what to take. The shape of afternoon, like a slow monsoon, it rains inside but makes me bloom in every quiet room. The day leans back, the light resumes. The shape of afternoon. Shadows cross the balcony, the sky turns soft like reverie. The air smells faint of rust and light, the day exhales into the night. A motor hums, a bird drifts slow, the city breathes in afterglow. And I, with tea in open hands, watch sunlight leave the lands. No need to speak, no need to run, the day is almost done. Shadows across the balcony whisper what they mean to me, that every loss becomes a hue when evening filters through. Shadows across the balcony compose a quiet symphony. The light bends gold, the heart bends free in this soft balcony. Flutters mild and thin, the warmth retreats but stays within. The sounds of lives below the street still hum their tired tender beat. I trace the pattern on the wall, the last of daylight starts to fall. And in the fade I find my part, where stillness guards the heart. The wind returns, the light withdraws, but peace rewrites the cause. Shadows across the balcony hold my simplicity. They teach me how to let things go, like clouds that move and glow. Shadows across the balcony turn pain into poetry. They rest on me, then drift away to find another day. We are not meant to keep the gleam, but carry its soft dream. Shadows across the balcony, my gentle remedy. The dusk reminds me I belong, and endings wrapped in a song. Shadows across the balcony, a fleeting elegy. I breathe it in, I set it free. In golden balcony. Departs, the air agrees, and shadows across the balcony. Shadows across the balcony. The last cup of light pours through the blinds. It paints the table soft and kind. The world outside slows down its tone and leaves me here alone. The air smells faint of warmth and dust, the kind of peace that asks for trust. I sip the day in quiet sips and taste what evening grips. The world doesn't end, it just retires and lights its inner fires. The last cup of light before the night, it hums between my steady hands and tells me life still stands. The last cup of light, a final soft invite to sit and breathe, to lose the fight, to end the day just right. The spoon reflects a bit of gold. The air feels new, the hour's old. A song escapes the neighbor's door. It's one I've heard before. The sun dips low, the walls turn red. The evening hums inside my head. The moment's gone, but still it stays in all its quiet ways. Some beauty lives in letting go of what we'll never know. The last cup of light before the night, it melts the edges, warms the floor, and asks for nothing more. The last cup of light, no need to reignite. It whispers you've survived the day. Now rest and drift away. The dust dissolves in gentle lines and leaves me redesigned. The warmth retreats, the heart remains, still glowing through the pains. The last cup of light, a fading sight, but in its glow I find my grace, my stillness, my small space. The last cup of light before the night reminds me how to end, not lose, just quietly choose.
day is tired, the sky half sun, the heat now soft, the bells have rung. I watch the streets from open frame, each passing sound forgets its name. The world exhales a heavy sigh before the stars reply. There's beauty in the in-between, where all that's gone still gleams. Golden dust in the air reminds me you were there. Your laughter hums between the beams like ghosts of gentle dreams. Golden dust in the air unfolds the love we wear. It settles slow, it doesn't fade, just softly rearranged. The children's cries turn into hum, the radios of dust become a choir of stories ending slow, with light that bends but doesn't go. The lampposts wake, the street turns mild, the world forgives the reckless child. The golden dust, it curls, it stays inside the end of days. I've learned to live without the claim, but still recall the name. Golden dust in the air, it floats like silent prayer, through empty rooms and window glass, through every hour that passed. Golden dust in the air turns pain into repair. It shines in ways I can't compare, just floating everywhere. You don't erase, you just allow the heart to rest for now. And in that quiet, slow release, you make a kind of peace. Golden dust in the air, no need for who or where. The day will fade, but it will share the light that lingers there. Golden dust in the air, my soul learns how to care, through endings soft and unaware, like golden dust in air. The night steps in, the heart still fair, with golden dust in air.
The streetlights fall upon my skin, they hum like songs I kept within. The air is thick, the night is kind, the world still plays inside my mind. The window hums with neon glow, the rhythm slow, the traffic low, and in the hum I start to see the quiet side of me. No words to send, no call to make, just stillness for its sake. Streetlights on my skin remind me where I've been, through every turn, through every ache. They show what doesn't break. Streetlights on my skin, they burn but softly spin. They trace my path, they blur my sin, and calm what storms begin. The taxi hums, the crosswalk bleeds, the silence grows through all my needs. A couple laughs beneath the sign, I drink the glow like borrowed wine. The air smells faint of smoke and rain, the kind of scent that dulls the pain. And though I'm lost, I still belong to this forgiven song. The city breathes its tired tune beneath the silver moon. Streetlights on my skin, they glow, they pull me in. Through every scar they shine anew, they turn my gray to blue. Streetlights on my skin, a warmth that can't rescind. They hum the sound of second starts inside my beating heart. Maybe peace was never far, just hidden where we are. Not in the stars, but on the ground, where silence makes it sound. Streetlights on my skin, I let their light begin to teach me how to stand again, to stay, to not explain. Streetlights on my skin, they wash where I have been. I walk beneath, I breathe them in, and find the calm within. The city still spin, streetlights upon my skin. After the noise has gone away, the echoes fade, the lights decay. The street grows still, the clocks resign, and all that's left is mine. The hum that filled the city's veins now whispers low like gentle rain. The chairs are empty, doors are closed, the quiet recompose. The world has shed its silver skin and lets the dark begin. After the noise has gone, I'm right where I belong. The silence folds around my chest and gives my thoughts their rest. After the noise has gone, the night keeps moving on. The stars return, the heart resets, the soul no longer frets. The sharp lights fade, the sky breathes wide. The sound of footsteps turns inside. A window glows, a curtain sways. The ghosts of daylight drift away. I hum the tune I couldn't sing when daytime crushed its everything. And in the pause I find my grace inside this open space. There's peace in all that disappeared, the kind that once I feared. After the noise has gone, the world feels newly drawn. The air grows cool, the pulse grows slow, and I begin to know. After the noise has gone, the ache becomes the dawn. The stillness feels like quiet rain that soothes what will remain. You don't need a light to see what's true. The dark will guide you to. It takes away the blinding scenes and leaves the in-betweens. After the